Welcome to Demolition Dark. My name is Evan, and I'm glad that you're here. Back with another gun review, of course. Today, we have the Cold D-500 SOCOM. And yes, you heard that right, Cold. Cold, the same company that makes this, the Cold D-1911, my two Nerf Wars chambered in 45 Plasthead. Awesome handgun. They also make rifles like this one. And it is chambered in a caliber called 500 SOCOM foam head. Now, this, let me tell you, this is probably one of the most powerful rifles I own that isn't a sniper or anti-material rifle. So 500 SOCOM foam head is a battle rifle caliber that was created by the Cold USA company. And basically it was meant to be where the name comes from, SOCOM, it was meant to be a special operations command, a U.S. Special Operations Command, basically just a caliber to be entered into like competitions for United States Special Operations Command. So I don't think it was ever adopted. But not for the reason you think. I think it wasn't adopted because it was actually too powerful. But long story short, it is I don't know what I'm saying. I'm still terrible at reviews, okay? What do you expect? But anyways, so this rifle, the Cold D-500 SOCOM, is, so because it's chambered in a battle rifle caliber, that makes it a battle rifle, as opposed to something like my Dart Reel Defense AD-50, chambered in 50 Beowulf Softhead, which is an assault rifle caliber. But anyways, so just starting off with the design of the gun, I guess. This gun is, I mean, it looks like a standard AR. If I actually go get my Dart Reel Defense over there, hang on. My Dart Reel Defense AD-50, chambered in 50 Beowulf, as you can see. Very similar profile. This is a very common design. And that's because, I mean, it works. If it isn't broken, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. So yeah. You have quad rails up front, with the full length top rail for optics. This one I'm deciding to keep iron sighted. I guess moving up to the front of the gun, you have a pretty monstrous muzzle brake on this thing, which I think does a decent job at taming that recoil. You still get quite a kick from it, because I mean, this caliber is, massive. But yeah, and actually, hang on. Going back to the caliber, again, I'm terrible at reviews. I don't write scripts. I cannot memorize a script. So even if it's just like bullet points, I can't memorize it. So my reviews are terrible. But anyways, going back to the caliber real quick, put this way, and 1911. Grab a 50 Beowulf soft. Oh god. Whoops. Grab a 50 Beowulf soft head. So now I'm gonna set this way off to the side actually. So here is 50 Beowulf soft head. This is a straight walled assault rifle / like combat rifle cartridge, and despite not having much of a point, it's really good at penetrating armor, both because of its speed and because of its weight and its material composition. All that kind of comes together to make it really good at penetrating basically the toughest armor you can find. However, when compared to this, they are very similar. The 500 SOCOM foam head is just a little bit wider. It's a little bit of a wider base, just a tiny bit. I think that's like a 60 caliber base, but it's 50 caliber, so it's 500.500 because of the bullet and the neck, which are 50 caliber. And yes, I did say necked. This is a necked cartridge. And so this thing operates at a much higher pressure, and even in shorter barrels, it can really go. From what I hear, at least, this is a full-length rifle barrel. I think it is. It definitely seems like it. The NAF, or the Nerf Association of Foam, the regulatory body that passes laws, regulates laws, enforces laws, all that in the Nerf world, basically. I believe I think it's like a 13.5-inch barrel I think it's 14 inches. It used to be 13.5 inches, now it's 14 inches to be considered a full-length barrel. I do believe that this is longer than that, about as long or longer than that. I haven't actually measured, but yeah, so full-length barrel, very high pressure cartridge. I think this thing is operating at, I don't remember, I think it's like 65 to 85,000 psi. It's insane. Projectile weight 565 grains. So, and I mean, this thing is traveling really fast. I measured it with the Mach-o-meter when I was testing it. This thing does travel at Mach frick. It actually might be ever so slightly faster than that, which is insane. But I guess moving on, you have your magazine release right there, where you'd expect it to be. And then here you have an 8-round magazine. So, yeah, which is actually pretty typical battle rifle capacity. There are some battle rifles that can hold a little bit more, like the Elite Arms Echo can hold 10 rounds of 50 BMG light foam, which is a battle rifle caliber. So, yeah, but this is basically a standard capacity magazine for battle rifle caliber. My A-Fire Thunder 500 can hold 8 rounds of 500 Thunder foam. So, yeah. Anyways, moving on. Over here, you have your selector. Right now it is on safe, so I cannot prime it. If I go and flip it over, then I can pull the charging handle right here a little further back. I'm not actually gonna fully prime the gun right now, but flip back to safe. Then really the last thing about it, last thing about the gun moving back is just pretty unremarkable. It's just your stock, multiple positions. You can extend it, stuff like that. So yeah, I mean, again, pretty unremarkable gun in terms of looks. I still really like how this thing looks though. Chambered in a pretty remarkable caliber. The 500 SOCOM foam head, which again, it hits hard, and it can really penetrate from what I've seen and read and all that. So, but yeah, hope you all did enjoy today's video. Let me know what kinds of videos you want to see this gun appear in next. Again, please engage in the comments. Let me know what I should do with my guns. I'm kind of stuck with just reviews right now. But anyways, again, thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.